They do what? The difference in Centennial Park. I was in Centennial Park, I guess. And so I got a good walk. I didn't see this I better move down.
There you go. Little pan of the audience there. Say hi. Come on. There's people watching. Wife of the cameraman. How about that? Am I a lucky guy or what? Daughter of the cameraman. Right there. Reluctant celebrities. 2.5 minutes remaining on the warm-up clock. Welcome everybody to the 2:45 game. We're a little bit late getting started, but this is the afternoon game for the KC Mavs against the Sharks from St. Louis, the Merrimack Sharks. I grew up in St. Louis, and I do remember the Merrimack colors being blue and green, and they're sporting the same colors. They'll be in the white jerseys today. I'll pan over there and give you a quick look at the Sharks. Merrimack in the white jerseys, white sweaters, the blue and green trim. KC Mavs will be in the all dark sweaters, dark socks, and the dark shells over the breezers. About a minute and a half left on the warm-up clock here, and we'll get underway. Mavs are in a great spot so far in the tournament. They haven't lost a game yet. 7 goals in both of the first 2 games. Only 1 goal allowed by Max. Shutout in the second game. Great start for the boys from KC. They'll seed the players, or the teams I should say. They'll seed the teams after today's match, the afternoon match, and set up what could be a championship game tomorrow if they have a good showing this afternoon. We'll see how they fare, and potentially we'll play at either 8:15 or 9:45 tomorrow based on the outcome of today's game. But first things first, got to win this afternoon against the Sharks. Just off center ice here. There is no section of bleachers here in the middle, so I'll be just on the left side of center here. A little open area down there with some picnic tables and whatnot. No bleachers in the center ice, so I'll be just off the center here. Hopefully still a decent angle for the game. Good signal here, good Wi-Fi, should be good. All right, both teams are going to take the ice here. Mavs will start some of their customary lines here to open the game. Hargadine at center. O'Brien and Dungy on the wings. Holland and Heff on D. Stutz are in goal. 12-minute stop clock for the first 2 periods. 15-minute in the third. Looks like we've got Ryan Galt and Stevenson on the bench here for the Mavs. Galt coaching the Pee-wees, but we've got a little break in the action before their evening game. I think they play at 5. So we have Ryan Galt and head coach Matt Stevenson for the Pee-wees on the bench. Tyler Dungy, Jimmy Lee throwing the doors. Refs will get the nets on the pegs, and we're about ready to get underway here. It looks like they removed the pegs, actually. Some of the youth games, they don't want the pegs on there. Want that net to break away a little easier. Pegs have been pulled out. Now we're ready to go. No, maybe not. They'll check for the pegs maybe on the Sharks net, or I guess they're sure they've already taken them out. All right, we're ready to go. We're underway. Hargadine wins the face-off forward, jumps right across the blue line. Gets the puck chipped away, though. Owings, I should say. I was on the wing there. I thought I saw O'Brien there, but it's Owings on the wing. Owings takes a shot on the loose puck in the slot. Drifts into the corner. He'll circle around and pick the puck up and center it back to Hargadine, who tries a backhand. Stoned by the goalie, sends the puck behind the net. Hargadine trying to wrap around, gets forced back into the corner. He'll reset. Cycles back around. Pass to the slot, nobody there, and Merrimack picks it up and goes the other direction. Sharks break over the blue line. Poke check there by Dungy to break up that play. Dungy brings it up through center ice the other direction. Outlet pass to Owings in the corner. Owings chases it down in the far corner. Slings it back to the slot where Hargadine picks it up. He's all alone, top of the slot. Shot wide, just left. Had a good look there. Shot it just left of the post. Puck comes the other direction through center ice. Merrimack chips it in, back and forth over the blue line. They're back in the zone. Hargadine and Owings there on the breakout with Dungy ahead of him. Hargadine trying to get some space. Everybody stays on side. Hargadine gets forced wide. Tough angle shot goes off the side of the net. Owings is back there in support. Dungy as well. Hargadine picks up a stick. The puck trickles up to his feet. Centering pass, nobody there. Sharks will pick it up and head the other direction. Outlet pass picked off by Heff. Heff chips it over to Hargadine. Hargadine enters the zone. Long shift here. Some of the Mavs are changing. Hargadine trying to get one shot off. Wraps around the net. Going to get a penalty here. Looks like maybe the Sharks slashing, possibly something against the Sharks, going after Hargadine while he was behind the net there. Number 66 will go off for the Sharks. Mavs will have a power play. Mavs will go with the normal power play line here with Hargadine and Weisner on D. O'Brien, Brown, and Busher on forward. They play it back to the wing, or back to the D, I should say. Hargadine on the left D gets a little space, takes a shot. Chip though goes down in the corner. Trying to play it back to Weisner, just out of his reach though, and it clears the zone. O'Brien will run that down. He tries to come across the neutral zone, fends off one defender. He's over the blue line. Mavs looks like a little offsides. They didn't call it. Shot. Kick behind the net. Puck caroms into the corner. Comes back to Weiser on the right point. Makes a move around one defender, goes down low. Puts the brakes on. O'Brien will slide back to the right D position. They'll cycle the puck around. Hargadine is there. Keep that in the zone. He plays it around one defender. Comes up to the top of the circle. He's got some room in the slot. Shot high over the crossbar off the glass. Busher picks up the rebound, sends it back to the point. Looking for Weisner. Stays on the blue line. It's in. Shot from Weisner. Tipped down by the Merrimack Shark player. Dangerous tip in front of his own goal. They try to clear. Comes back to O'Brien. Shot from O'Brien. Goes off the skate of a Shark. And they clear it out. Good outlet pass, but they lose the puck right there at center ice. Hargadine picks it up momentarily before it's poked ahead. Weisner on the far side. Good pass over to Busher. Busher streaking up the right side. Busher's got Hargadine. He slips, loses his footing, but Brown picks up the loose change, trying to send it over to Hargadine in the center ice. Picked off, though, as Merrimack takes the puck behind the net. They'll come the other direction. Sharks try to break up the right side, but Hargadine picks his pocket, goes around one defender. Hargadine's in the slot all alone, goes around, and he scores! Hargadine beats the goalie on the far side. Played the puck all the way to the far side of the crease. Goalie didn't follow him, had a wide open net and tucked it behind him. That'll make it 1-0 Mavs. 8:37 remaining in the first period. Mavs take the early lead. Understall and Kegler out on the wing. Dungy to take the face-off with Phillips and Hodgson on D. Sharks from the face-off, back to the right D. They chip it ahead through the neutral zone. Comes back to Hodgson, who chips it up looking for Understall. Can't get a stick on it, but chips it up again. Comes back to Kegler. Kegler comes down the right side, slides it over to Understall. Understall trying to get it over to Dungy. He plays it through the slot. It's chipped away by the Sharks. No shot. Hodgson sends it right back in twice. They chipped it back, and he sent it right back in. Another good job by Hodgson to keep it in. He chips it over on the backhand. Dungy will try to run that down. A Shark picks it up and circles behind his own net. Kegler tries to body him up, just gets behind him. Understall sends it back in, but Kegler's still across the line. Offsides is the call with 7:54 remaining in the first period. Face off just outside the blue line after the offsides call. Weisner in at face-off, takes the drop, and he wins it back to Leaf. Leaf dumps it in, just a little ahead of the traffic there, all the way on the other side of the red line as well, so icing's the call. We'll send it back, face-off in the Mavs zone. Brown wins the face-off back over to Leaf. Leaf trying to play it up the boards. He does get it up to Weisner. He's tripped up. Weisner's tripped up. It's going to be a penalty on the Sharks here. Leaf plays it up to Weisner, and as Weisner is just starting to break it out, he got tripped up by a Shark. Mavs will go on the power play. Man advantage for the next minute and a half. Let's see what they can do with it. They'll face it off in the Shark zone. Dungy and O'Brien on the wing. Brown to take the drop. Weisner and Hargadine on D. Shot from Weisner, high over the crossbar, hits the glass. Good hard shot. Rebound picked up, though, by the Mavs. They chip it across the crease. Nobody there. Dungy tries to run that down. He picks up the loose puck. Another shot, fires it through the crease. Looking for a tip or some sort of shot on goal with a rebound, but it goes all the way into the corner. O'Brien in a little bit of a battle there. He comes away with the puck, though. Chips it ahead of the goalie. He kicks it back into the corner. He'll chase down his own rebound. Dungy's there on the boards in support. Dungy trying to get some space and center it. Chips it off the goalie. He comes back to the left D for Hargadine. Hargadine makes a little move, gets around in the circle. Backhand attempt by Dungy. The puck slid through the through the slot, I should say, and Dungy tried to get a backhand on it. Didn't get a good stick on it after that. Brown plays it up to Dungy in the slot. He fires it wide. Puck trickles back to the D. Hargadine will look, pinch down and make a shot. Tries to go through some traffic. Loose puck trickles over to Dungy. He tries to chip it over. Ends up on the stick of a Shark player, and they'll break it out the other direction. Shark short-handed outlet pass across ice through the neutral zone, but too far for the Shark. Bryant sends it up through the neutral zone the other direction, trying to find Brown. Brown ends up with the puck. He's got Dungy centering past to Dungy. Dungy all alone, shot right in the belly of the goalie, and he covers it up for the save. Good puck movement there by the Mavs. Got it over to Dungy for a good shot. He shot it right at the goalie, and he covered it up without a rebound. Leith and Stevenson in on D now. Leith fresh off his first goal of the season in the last game this morning. Great shot there by Jamie from the left point, I should say, when he was playing D this morning. Got his first goal of the year. En route to a 7-0 victory. Stevenson plays the loose puck up the neutral zone, trying to play it up the sideboards. Mavs chipping it ahead back and forth here with the Sharks. Sharks eventually pick it up. They jump in the zone. They're in the left corner now, trying to set something up. They hit the brakes, looking for a pass to the slot. Someone's there for the Sharks, but it's chipped away by Leith. Another good attempt by the Sharks. Busher plays it ahead to himself on the left side. He's got Owings, I should say. He plays it over to Owings, just out of his reach. Good breakout there by Owings and Busher. Just out of the reach of Owings. Loose puck comes across the crease again. Busher there to pick it up. He'll send it back to the point. He's got Holland. Holland chips it ahead. Bounces it over to the left side of the crease, and it's picked up by a Sharks player. Good pressure there to try to keep the play alive. Understall tried to keep it alive. Leith is there to chip it back. We got a Sharks player down. Looks like he went down pretty hard. It's number 41. Might have had a collision there with Leith, I think, at the blue line. Doesn't appear to be a penalty on any of the play, but he did go down pretty hard. Coach popped him up. Looks like he's okay. He's not skating off on his own yet, but he must have given him the signal that he's feeling good. So he's up and he's skating off. Probably just had a hard collision there. The refs are discussing it. Doesn't appear to be any penalty call on the play, so we'll face it off just outside the blue line here. 5:01 remaining in the first. We're underway, and the Sharks win the face-off and chip it right back in. And Holland is going to head back in the far corner to pick the loose puck up. And circle behind Stutzer. It's poked away by the Sharks, though. Centering pass all the way through, goes back to the point. Long shot. Looked like Stutzer might have got a glove on it, but it went behind the net. Weisner picks up the loose puck, tries to get through some traffic, just out of his reach. And he's a little offsides there as the puck came back across the blue line. Weisner was streaking. Offsides is the call. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first. Face-off trickles off to the right side. Hef plays it up to himself off the stick a couple times. Sharks chip it back to center ice. Holland plays the loose puck all the way over to Hargadine in the far blue line. Hef was across the zone. Good 10 yards when that puck came in with Hargadine, so offsides is the call. Weisner, Hargadine, and Brown on the forward line here. Holland and Hef on D. Mavs from the face-off back to Holland. He tries to backhand it, kind of soft, bounces off his stick, and Merrimack picks it up. Sharks circle behind the net. Loose puck comes through the crease. Couldn't get a shot on it, though. Weisner and Hargadine streaking down 2-on-2. Hargadine's just going to go right through the D. Chips it ahead to Weisner. Weisner plays it around the goalie. Tries to get through the 5-hole. Can't find a gap there. Not sure if it went in or not. They might have covered it up. Looks like no goal. Saved by the goal. They had a gap there. Wisner tried to play 5-hole, and Sharks covered it up. Might have been some action after the whistle. We're going to get a cross check on the Sharks. Power play coming up for the Mavs. Refs trying to keep this game clean. Called a quick whistle there on the action after the play. 5-on-4 for the next minute and a half for the Mavs. Mavs win the face-off. They'll play it back to Wisner on D. Wisner plays it over to Hargadine. Hargadine will pinch down in the circle. Shot coming from Hargadine, and he scores! Hargadine buries it over the stick side shoulder of the goalie. Took the pass from Wisner. Wisner set him up, and he came down to the circle, had a clear lane, took a shot right over the shoulder. That'll make it 2-0 Mavs with 3:47 remaining in the first. Mavs will do a line change. Hodgson and Phillips come on in D. Understall, Kegler, and Busher on the forward line. Mavs jump through the faceoff after that. Immediately into the zone. They'll kick it into the corner. Cycled around for 22 here from the Sharks in the corner. He picks it up, tries to play it to the crease. Loose puck. Couldn't get a shot off. Phillips chipped that away. Phillips will break it out. Busher. Phillips and Busher come up the left side. Phillips dumps it in to keep the play on sides. Good wise play to keep everybody on side. He dumps it in. He'll set up shop there on the left point. Understall in a battle on the corner. Kegler there in support. Sharks pick up the puck though. They'll come the other direction. Hodgson turns around to play the man with the puck. Phillips sets up in the slot. He's there, plays it off his skate. Doesn't get through the traffic. Hodgson tries to chip it out. Comes from the left D though. Shot from the left D. Glove saved by Stutzer. He had his eye on it the whole time. No rebound. We'll face it off just outside Stutzer. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Mavs from the face-off, goes back to the corner. Leaf plays it up the boards. Doesn't quite get out. Mavs trying to jump that play there. Hargadine has got Wisner ahead, trying to chip pass up to Wisner. He gets it up to Wisner, who's all alone on the left side. He cycles back. Tries to play it over to Owings. Owings chips it off the side of the net. Sharks pick up the loose puck after the shot. Comes up the sideboard, sent right back in by Leaf. Leaf plays it to Hargadine, but just under his stick. Owings is there to try to keep the play in the zone. Wisner supports. Owings sends it back around the corner, but it's picked up by a Shark. Leaf comes in to keep the play alive, sends it back in from the left point. Hargadine settles the loose puck, sends it over to Wisner. Comes back to Leaf. Here comes another shot from Jamie. Jamie sends it in. Shot wide left. They'll kick it back. The Sharks pick up the loose puck to come the other direction. Stevenson back. Good back check there by Hargadine. Breaks up the play. Leaf stays with it. Sends it up. It's going to be an icing call as Leaf sends it all the way across the blue and the red line. Back behind the goalie with 2 minutes remaining. Reset the clock there. Face off now in front of Stutzer. Sharks from the face off, but Brown jumps right through and takes it away from the Sharks. They take it right back. And then O'Brien tries to kick it to himself. Sharks chip it in though. Holland will reset for a second. Tries to play it out. Doesn't get a strong stick on it. Shot from the point. Glove down by Heffernan. Just enough to slow it down. Slid all the way to Stutzer and he covered it up. Brown wins the face-off. Brings it back to Hef. Hef slides it up the boards looking for Mullins or Brown. Brown tries to play it around a defender, but Merrimack picks up the loose puck. They try to center it, but it comes over to Hef, who kicks it to himself. Hef breaks it out. He's through center ice. Hef has O'Brien and Brown. He plays it over to Brown, who spins around. Little 360 move. They win the face-off back, but the Mavs chip it, or the Sharks chip it away, and that'll do it. First period is over. Couple goals by the Mavs. They jump out to the early lead. 2-0 heading into the second period. Great start by KC. We're underway here in the second period with 12 minutes stop clock again. Teams will flip the ice. Matt from the face-off, back to Phillips. Phillips plays it off the sideboards, looking for Hargadine. Gets it over to Hargadine, the left wing. He runs into a Shark player who loses his stick. The puck comes back to Hargadine. He'll slide around one player, gets some room in the circle, comes over the slot, comes back to Dungy. Shot by Dungy, just right of the net. Kicks into the corner. Mavs try to play, or the Sharks try to play it out, but it comes right to Dungy. Dungy plays it over to Hargadine, top of the slot. Hard shot coming. Stick save by the goalie of the Sharks. Hargadine had some heat on that, but the goalie got a stick on it. Kicked it into the corner. They clear it out, and Phillips will run that down all the way back down to the corner. They wave the icing off. Phillips will chase that down behind the net from Stutzer. He plays up the sideboards to Dungy. Dungy goes around a Shark who wasn't quite aware of where the puck was. He plays it right up to Hargadine, who streaks across the center circle. He puts the brakes on, and he scores! The Sharks player thought Hargadine was going to go across the crease. He put the brakes on and scored on the short side, just inside the leg pad of the Sharks goalie. Great shot by Wyatt there. Phillips to Dungy to Hargadine. That'll make it 3-0 KC Mavs. Mavs from the face-off, chips ahead to Busher. Busher jumps into the line. Busher and O'Brien and Understall on the forward line. Busher plays it ahead behind the net. Good pressure there by Understall. The Sharks player skates around him and comes up the right side. Leaf in on D, chips it away from the Sharks player there to break up that rush. And they chip it right back in. Sharks play it ahead. Leaf chips it right back the other direction, looking for Understall. Playing a little back and forth here. Sharks eventually cleared all the way to the other end. Stevenson runs that down. O'Brien is there to help out Stevenson. Comes up to Busher, who tries to make it around one player, but doesn't get through. Shot from the blue line. Bouncer that made it all the way to Stutzer, and he gloved it, covered it up for the face-off. Mavs control the loose puck after the face-off. Kegler trying to come through the neutral zone. It's poked away by the Sharks. Holland's right there to chip it back ahead, though. Icing's waved off as the puck comes down to the corner. Sharks will chase it down. Try to send it up the glass and out. Holland does a great job to keep it in. It looked like it might have stayed in. No, it did stay in, but we had a high stick call, so we'll send it the other direction as it was touched by a high stick on the Mavs. Play that like an icing, and we'll head back down the face-off in the Mavs zone. Just under 10 minutes remaining in the second period. Weisner controls the loose puck after the face-off. He streaks right through the neutral zone, trying to go to the outside. Weisner's got some space, trying to find Kegler maybe in the slot. He gets tied up, couldn't quite get the pass off. Sharks chip it away the other direction, come back to the neutral zone. Brown comes in support, trying to break the play up and send it the other direction. The Sharks retain possession. They'll circle around, trying to play it off the boards, goes off his stick. They do eventually play it ahead. No icing, they wave it off. Holland will chase that loose puck down behind the net. He'll skate around one defender and backhand it up looking for Weisner. Weisner plays it off the boards over to Kegler. Kegler chips ahead looking for Brown. Just gets poked away at the last second, though. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Weisner tries to play it around a defender. He does. He gets a little space there. Weisner's in the circle. Poked away at the last second behind the net. Loose puck comes all the way out to the point, though, where Hargadine comes in. Shot, tipped, and he scores! Hargadine took a shot from the point, kind of shrugged his shoulders, didn't think that would go in. It got tipped by a Sharks defender. It's more of a basketball shot after the tip. Hargadine had some heat on it. Took the shot, it got chipped way up in the air, and it came down just in the net on the stick side of the goalie. I'm not sure if he even saw it. Good things happen when you put the puck on net. You never know. You get a rebound. Might get a bouncer that goes in. And that's exactly what happened. 4-0 Mavs here in the second period after the goal by Hargadine. Sharks clear through the center ice where Phillips picks it up. He chips it up on the sideboards to Hargadine. Good pass to Hargadine. Hargadine will come in over on the zone, but offsides as maybe Dungy or Mullins. One of them was offsides on the far side of the ice. I'm not sure what the arena clock is doing. They're playing a running clock there for a second, or they just got asleep at the switch, so we'll try to square the clock up. Hargadine slides around the corner, eventually gets the puck poked away, but ends up on the stick of the Merrimack Sharks. They'll come the other direction. They break into the zone, forced to the outside by Dungy and Phillips. Shot, glove save by Stutzer. Kick behind the net. Phillips is back there. A little tie up. He comes away with the puck momentarily. The Sharks pick up the puck though. Dungy was there just in time as the puck came across the slot for a pass, and Dungy intercepts it and comes the other direction. Dungy breaks in the zone, chips it over to Hargadine. Hargadine tries to play it ahead to Dungy in the corner. Doesn't get enough stick on it. Mullins in a little bit of a battle right there. Loose puck bounces around a couple times. Hargadine's trying to support it, but the Sharks come away with it. Outlet pass through the neutral zone. Phillips is back with Hodgson. They force him to the outside. Backhand shot covered by Stutzer. 7:12 remaining in the second period. I'll let my clock run down here and check up with the arena clock. No, now they're going to run it down to 6:42. Not sure who's running the clock in the arena. It's hard enough to keep up on this app. Loose puck slides through the crease. Leith is there to bang it up the sideboards before they get a chance to get a shot. Sharks chip it back in. Stevenson's there in the corner. Stevenson will run it down. He'll circle behind his own net. Up the sideboards looking for Owings. Just out of his reach, and the Sharks keep it in. Left D chips it right back in. Stevenson picks up the loose puck, though, as it went too far for the Shark player. He'll send it up the boards looking for Busher. Busher plays it off the boards on a great move to get around a defender. Busher and Owings and O'Brien come in. Shot from Busher. Loose puck. Carries right through the crease. Good shot by Busher. Went right through the crease. O'Brien tried to get a rebound, but it slid too far before he could get a stick on it. Sharks try to clear it out. Busher is there. He chips it right back looking for O'Brien. Loose puck bounces through the crease. And the Sharks clear it out. Stevenson comes down. We'll have to reset. Everybody's clear. He sends it right back in. He'll dump it in for Busher. Busher chases after it, but not before a Shark can sling it around the boards the other direction. Leith tries to cut the angle off, but he gets around a Shark. Good job by Jamie there to use his body and prevent that winger from getting around him. Loose puck, though, comes up to the Merrimack Shark player. He tries to get around Stevenson, but Stevenson does a good job to interrupt that play. Leith plays it up looking for Busher. Goes off the skate of Owings. Owings got a little break trying to chip it over to Busher. Busher does a nice move around a couple defenders. It's poked away at the last second. Leith plays it ahead back to the blue line. He gets tied up, taken down. We'll get a little retaliation penalty here, it looks like. Leith got taken down and he retaliated. They always get the retaliation penalty. Leith will go off with just over 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Sharks will be on a power play. After the penalty, we'll bring that face-off all the way down in front of Stutzer. Sharks control the face-off. They'll circle behind Stutzer, trying to set something up. Good pressure by Weisner there to poke it away, though. Weisner and Heff in the corner. Loose puck chipped away by Holland. Tried to send it over the left side. Nobody there, though. The Sharks pick it up. Hargadine comes in the last second and pokes that away. He falls on the puck momentarily, where Weisner will come over and pick it up. Weisner will circle behind his own net, trying to create some space. He chips it up the sideboards. Tries to get it out. Doesn't get out. Comes to the right D. Shot from the Sharks. Cleared back by Heff, and another shot by the Sharks. Trying to get it out, but loose puck comes back to the Sharks one more time. Hargadine gets a loose puck and tries to create some space for himself. Sends it up to Heff. Great job by Heff, and Weisner on the breakout here. Shot by Heff. Loose rebound after the glove saved by the Sharks. Loose puck picked up behind the net. Holland's back there trying to create something for himself. He's got Hargadine in the slot. Holland picks up the loose puck, sends it over to Hargadine. He's in the slot, makes a move, tries a backhand around. Saved by the Sharks goalie. Good movement there by the Mavs. They had a lot of good puck movement, a lot of good passes, but the last shot by Hargadine ended up between the legs of the goalie, and he covered it up. 3:55 remaining in the second period. Still 4-0 KC. 21 seconds remaining on the penalty to Leaf. Good shorthanded attempt there by the Mavs. A lot of good pressure in the O-zone, even though they're down a player. Sharks control the face-off. They send it to the neutral zone, but intercepted there by Phillips. Puck bounces around, comes right back to the Sharks as they break through. Phillips interrupts that. Bouncer goes into the corner. Hodgson's back there behind the net. Phillips comes around to play the man with the puck. It's poked away. Good play there by Dungy to interrupt that play. Dungy plays it ahead to himself off the boards. Penalty is over. O'Brien comes on off the bench after the power play, or after the penalty kill is over. Good backhand shot there by O'Brien, but it's last second save by the Sharks goalie. Kick the puck into the corner. O'Brien stays with it though. Hodgson sends it in, and the Sharks send it right back out. Phillips picks up the loose puck. Tries to dump it back in, but it's intercepted by a Sharks player. Good back check there by Dungy. Dungy and O'Brien trying to poke that away. Sharks trying to get through some D. They don't get through. Loose puck. Shot. Stutzer with the save. Great chance there by the Sharks, and Stutzer was all over it. They picked up the loose puck in the slot. Blocker save by Max. Kick the puck in the corner. After the rebound, O'Brien comes the other direction. O'Brien and Brown break in the zone. O'Brien's around the last defender's shot. Turned away by the Sharks goalie. They kick it back to the blue line and all the way down. We'll get an icing call here with 2:30 remaining in the period. Good pressure there by the Mavs. A couple good attempts. And then on the other direction, great save by Stutzer. So loose puck ended up on a Shark stick right in the slot. Good hard shot, but a stick save. I think it was a blocker save by Max. Kicked that puck in the corner. Kegler, Understall, and Weisner at forward. Leith and Stevenson on D. Mavs from the face-off back to Leith. Leith takes a shot, wide left. Loose puck picked up by the Sharks. They'll circle around, buy some time. Come back behind their net, trying to get the breakout here up at the sideboards. Comes up to Leith and around Leith. It's tipped, no icing, so they'll keep playing it. Great hustle by Stevenson to run back and pick up that loose puck. Stevenson runs it down, sends up a sideboard looking for Weisner. Weisner chips it ahead. Great job to get it ahead to Understall. Chips it right back to Kegler. Just picked up at the last second, though, by the Sharks as they interrupt the rush by the Mavs. Comes back to the point. Leith plays it back ahead. Tries to keep the play alive. Good job by Leith to keep it in the zone. Leith and Kegler in a tie-up there, trying to keep the puck alive. Let the Sharks chip it up and over Leith and out of the zone. Stevenson's back for the Mavs. He backhands the loose puck up to the blue line, trying to get it up to Understall. Understall and Kegler over there in a battle. Leith chips it ahead again, just over the blue line. Understall head off. Kegler heads off, I should say, for a line change. Hargadine's on. Shot covered there. Loose puck, they don't whistle. Play continues, just over a minute remaining after the shot. They don't cover it up. Or I should say they don't blow the whistle after the goalie covered it up. Leith playing good D there, pokes it away at the last second. He'll send it back up the blue line looking for Weisner. He gets it to Weisner. Weisner plays it off the boards around the player, Sharks player. Got some space, tries to go short side. Chipped away all the way through the crease. Weisner pops back on his feet. Try to stay with it. 38 seconds remaining in the period. Sharks come the other direction. Good poke check there by Weisner as he hustled back after that rush. Great back check to interrupt the play by the Sharks. And that'll go all the way down the other end of the ice. Icing will be the call. Score up the clock here. 26 seconds remaining in the second period. Face off just outside Stutzer with a half a minute remaining in the second. Mavs control the face-off. Busher plays it off the boards, trying to get it ahead to Heff. Heff plays it up to Hargadine, just out of his reach. Good puck movement there. Busher to Heff to Hargadine, but Hargadine picks up the loose puck. Centering pass. Had Mullins there, trying to get it over to Mullins. Didn't get through the crease. The goalie covered it up. Another face-off in the offensive zone for the Mavs. Hargadine wins the face-off, plays it back to the D. Holland shot from the D. Loose puck just kicked aside. Good attempt there by Holland. Puck kicked off to the right side of the net, and that'll do it for the second period. More good pressure by the Mavs. KC takes a 4-0 lead into the third period. Do a 15-minute clock heading into the third. Hargadine and Bryant and Dungy at the forward line. Sharks control the face-off. We're underway here in the third period. Owings, I should say, on the wing. Sorry about that. Not O'Brien. Owings on the far left wing. Owings picks up the loose puck in the corner. Tries to center it back to Hargadine. Doesn't get a good stick on it. The Sharks cleared the other direction. We're going to get a penalty here on Hargadine as he ran a Sharks player into the boards there. We get a checking penalty on Wyatt. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe they just... That icing was the call. Looks like they had Wyatt whistled there, I thought, for a second. Sharks player went hard in the boards right when the whistle happened, but they blew it at the same time the icing was called, so... No penalty. Phillips and Hodgson on D. Mavs from the face-off. Kegler tries to play it back off the boards, but doesn't get it through. Phillips is the only man back. He pokes it away, interrupts that play. Good poke check there twice by Phillips. Pokes it away a third time by Phillips. Tries to play it ahead to O'Brien. He plays it ahead to Kegler. Weisner picks up the loose puck in the corner. Trying to get some space. It's poked away by the Sharks player at the last second, but Weisner stays with it. He plays it back to Phillips on the point. Phillips pinches down. Hard shot coming. Leg pad save. Great hard shot there by Phillips. Went off the left leg of the goalie after the pass by Weisner. Weisner keeps the play alive. O'Brien in the corner in a tie-up. He gets back on his feet. Great job to keep the play alive there. Good pressure in the zone. They play it to the neutral zone where Kegler chips it ahead. Sharks play it the other direction. Hodgson stops that. Phillips is the only man back. He'll stay in the slot there. Shot, and they score. Good hard shot. Beats Stutzer over the shoulder. One man back. Phillips in the slot. Loose puck came to the Sharks player. put a good hard shot over the shoulder of Stutzer to make it 4-1 here in the third period. Mavs jump right through the face-off. Hargadine tries to run through the defense there. It's poked away by the Sharks. They'll come the other direction to the neutral zone. We're going to get a penalty here as Brown tripped up the Sharks player as he was streaking across the red line. 13-16 remaining in the third period, I should say, and Brown will go off for a minute and a half. Face off one forward by the Mavs. They jump right through. Dungy and Brown trying to rush through the defense there. Holland picks up the loose puck on the right side. They'll send it up the sideboards looking for Dungy. Just out of his reach. They wave off icing. Sharks pick up the loose puck. They fan on it, trying to clear. Brown's there, trying to disrupt that clearing pass. Weisner runs it down. Good hustle by Weisner there to break that up and steal the puck back. Weisner does some good work in the corner, frees up some space and time. Trying to get a pass here. He does eventually pass it to the slot, but a Shark is there to clear it out. They'll send it the other direction. Icing's waved off. Holland runs that down. He plays it off the boards to Dungy. It does get out, but they send it right back in. Picked off by Heff. There should have been an offsides there. They didn't blow it down, but Sharks dumped it back in the zone with several players across the line. Very delayed offsides call there. 10:42 remaining on the clock. Phillips tries to play it up the boards, looking for Mullins. Over to Hargadine. Chipped back in again by the Sharks. With players in the zone. Another offsides. Face off controlled by the Sharks. They jump right in looking for a quick shot. Hargadine pokes it away though before they get a good shot off. Hodgson runs it down. He sends it up looking to get it out of the zone on the side for O'Brien, but it's poked away by a Sharks player. Eventually comes over to Hargadine, who plays it up to Mullins. Mullins is streaking on the right side, but just got poked away at the last second. The Sharks bring it right back in. Sharks go down in the left corner, cross ice pass, looking for someone in the slot. Goes all the way through, nobody there. Nobody got a stick on it at least. They'll turn around. Phillips picks up the long pass, sends it up to Hargadine. Great outlet pass just out of the reach of Hargadine. It's a good attempt there by Phillips to get a long outlet pass, but just out of his reach. Loose puck comes out. O'Brien tries to take a crack at it. It's blocked in traffic up front. The Sharks come the other direction. Icing is waved off. Sharks player will chase it down. Stutzer chips it into the corner. Hodgson's there in support. Phillips is there. They poke it away. Puck comes back to the right D. It goes off the skate of Hargadine. Hargadine plays it ahead to himself. He's got one man to beat. And he gets around him and he scores. Hargadine fought off a defender. Had someone on his tail the whole time. Finally got enough clearance to get a stick on it. Went to the glove side, beat the goalie around the backside. That'll make it 5-1 KC. 9:16 remaining in the game. The Mavs regain a 4-goal lead. On the last goal by Hargadine. Mavs do a line change here. Stevenson and Leith on D. Weisner, Owings, and Understall in the forward line. Sharks come in the other direction. Poke check there by Stevenson the last second. Keeps that play from getting a shot off. Leith is in a battle behind the net. Understall and Leith back there. Understall comes away with it. It squirts up the sideboards. He's trying to get it over to Weisner. Poked away though by the Sharks. Owings is there. Interrupt that pass. Stevenson tries to poke it around the defender, but he gets a shot off from the point, and it goes behind the net. Understall and Stevenson trying to clear it out. Leith is there as well. Leith pokes it ahead to Weisner. Weisner was trying to break out of the zone, had Owing streaking. They couldn't quite get it out. Sharks keep the play alive. Forced to the outside. Never got through the traffic as Stevenson kept that away from the goal. Just over 8 minutes remaining in the game. Leith comes away with the loose puck, tries to play it around the boards, around a defender on the boards, I should say. Shakes one defender, or a forward, plays it up to Weisner. Just out of the reach of Weisner. He wasn't quite ready for the pass, and it goes all the way back to the Sharks D. Sharks come in onside on the left side here. They're getting a tie up. Loose puck. Poked ahead by Understall. Understall and Weisner trying to break it out on the right side. Weisner will back check, pick up the loose puck. Good job by Weisner. He'll send it up across center ice and do a line change. Sharks regroup. Kegler fresh off the bench. He'll chase down the left winger. He puts the brakes on, makes a nice move. But Stevenson's there to poke it away. Leith is the only man back. They get a great shot and a glove save by Stutzer. Great job by Max to glove that. No rebound. He prevents the goal. He was all over that one. Sharks had a good opportunity there. Got around a couple defenders and put a shot on Stutzer on the glove side. He smothered it up and no rebound. Sharks control the face-off. Backhand shot. Doesn't get through. Covered up by Stutzer. Bungie controls the face-off. Tries to jump through the crowd there. Doesn't quite make it. Chips around a couple times, and Busher ends up with a loose puck coming the other direction. Busher and Kegler. Busher goes around the outside. Great move by Rowley there, but he was stoned at the last second as the goalie got his stick out and kicked it into the corner. Sharks come the other direction. The back and forth battle here in the neutral zone. Kegler gets sent into the boards with a big elbow there. No call on that one. Oh, we are going to get a call. Delayed penalty here as Heff picks up the puck, sends it up to Busher. Delayed penalty on the Sharks. They touch it up, and we will get a penalty there as they put Kegler in the boards pretty hard with an elbow. It should be a penalty on 19 for the Sharks. Five on four here. Phillips and Hargadine on D. Mavs win the face-off momentarily, but they lose the puck. Brown does regain possession, plays it back to Weisner. Weisner plays it over to Hargadine. Hargadine drops down to the circle. Hard shot, blocker save, loose puck. Tries to cover it up, can't quite get his glove on it. Comes behind the net. Weisner regains possession. He'll circle around. Weisner buys some time, circles around, evades another defender. Looking to get it through the slot to somebody. Gets picked off there by the Sharks. Gonna get another penalty here, as it might have been, it's like a Bryant maybe. Yeah, maybe they got Brown. Gonna get a hooking penalty on Brown. Brown will go off with 6:03 remaining. That'll even it up 4 on 4. Weisner wins a face-off back to Phillips. He'll circle around and buy some time and push it up the right side. Phillips makes a move around one defender. Tries to play it up to Hargadine. Just slips off his stick. Doesn't get a good pass on it. Sharks come back in. Bouncer shot goes into the corner. Phillips is over there to interrupt that. Shot comes back into the crease where Hodgin will send it back up the sideboard looking for Hargadine, but it's kept in by the Sharks. Phillips chips it away back to Hargadine. Hargadine comes the other direction. Long outlet pass over to Weisner. Weisner's all alone. Just comes off his stick. And he just barely had one hand on it. He tried to get his shot off, but just kind of pulled it in at the last second. It was tucked into the goalie's pad, and he covered it up for the face-off. Good outlet pass there by Hargadine to Weisner. Just couldn't get good stick on it. Goalie covered it up. 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. 5-1 Mavs. Merrimack controls the face-off, comes the other direction. Leith and Stevenson back on D. Busher, as well as O'Brien back on the back check. Plenty of Mavs back to disrupt that play. O'Brien sends it around the sideboards, just past Leith, out of reach. Busher tries to jump in there. Shot from the point. Stutzer will cover that up, as that was kind of a bouncer. Looked a little dangerous. He didn't want to mess around with the rebound, so Max covers it up. We'll get a stoppage in play here with 5:03 remaining in the game. Sharks win the face-off. Pass in the slot. Shot it wide. Stutzer was there. Had the leg pad out. Sharks shot it wide behind the net on the left side. Leith runs down the loose puck. Good job by Leith to use his body to keep that defender or that winger away from it. Sharks pick it off though. Keep the play alive. O'Brien back in the corner, trying to poke it away. Goes off the skate of Leith. He chips it away. All the way the other direction. No icing as that's right on target. Goalie covers it up, kicks it into the corner. Busher with the great forecheck there, picks up the loose puck, trying to center it to Brown. Sharks pick it up, sling it around the boards, trying to get it out of the zone. Comes up to the winger. Busher with a good poke check there, but Mavs keep skating towards the, or I should say the Sharks keep skating towards the corner. It's eventually chipped away. Brown sends it off the boards. Doesn't quite get it out. Just about got out of there, but the play stays alive. Stevenson picks up the next pass from the Sharks into the zone. He sends it over to Bryant. Bryant sends it right on target, but it's picked off by a Sharks player at the blue line. Sharks chip it ahead, but Leith is there. He'll send it right back the other direction. Icing will be the call. 3:42 remaining. We'll head back the other direction. We'll do the icing here at center ice. Dungy picks up the loose puck after the face-off win by the Mavs. Comes down to the circle. Shot, tough angle, loose puck right in front. Mullins is there and he scores! Royce Mullins with his first goal of the season. Shot by Dungy, saved by the goalie. Rebound comes over and Mullins puts it away. First goal of the year there by Royce. Great job. First tournament. They're back underway here. Sharks rush right in on the right side. Mullins applying pressure, breaks up that play, sends it back to center ice. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the period. Hef runs down the loose puck. He'll set up shot behind the net here, decide what to do, sends it back, trying to get it around the defender, but doesn't get a good stick on it. Sharks do a centering pass. Holland's there to break that up. They send it right back in. Broken up by Mullins again. Mullins chips it over to the side. Not quite out though. The Sharks deal run that down. They keep the play alive. Just barely hugs the blue line and keeps it in, but Hef is there to bring it out of the zone. They body up Hef under the boards. Puck trickles away though and ends up with the Mavs. Dungy with the shot into the corner. Understall run that down. He plays it back behind the Sharks net. Dungy runs over to chase down the loose puck. He picks it up. Understall sets up in the slot, waiting for a pass. If Dungy can get a stick on it. Dungy behind the net, trying to do a little wraparound. It's poked away by the Sharks at the last second. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the period. Sharks come up the left side. They've got some numbers. They'll play around one defender. Holland's the only man back. 35 swings around the right side for the Sharks. Shot broken up by half at the last second. F gets tripped up. Did a good job to block that shot. Right D over to the left D. Dungy tries to get a little stick on it. Doesn't quite get to it, but the shot is wide anyway by the Sharks. A minute and a half remaining in the period. Mavs played around the boards, but not out. Sharks keep it in. They try to play it over left D, just out of his reach. Kegler picks up the loose puck. He'll come the other direction. Kegler plays it up to Understall. Understall's in all alone. Takes a shot. Just poked away at the last second by the Sharks. Puck went wide of the net to the right side. Loose puck comes back to Hef. Hef plays around a defender. Just poked away again there by the Sharks at the last second. They'll come the other direction. Good pressure there, though, by Kegler to keep the play alive. Trickles to the neutral zone. Ends up on a Shark stick. They come in the other zone. Got a centering pass. Holland's there to turn that away. Shot from the top of the circle by the Sharks. Doesn't get through. Kegler chips it behind the net. Hef is there to interrupt that. He'll slap it around the side looking for Owings. 40 seconds remaining on the game clock. Doesn't quite get out. It's poked away from Owings in the last second. There's a good poke check there by Understall. That'll clear the zone. They're going to let this clock run down, apparently. I'm not sure. I guess they just figure it's close enough. Why not get the game back on track? Maybe they need the rink time. It's only a 5-goal lead, not normally a running clock, but they let it run. 15 seconds remaining on the arena clock, so my clock is a little behind schedule here. Phillips plays it up the neutral zone over to Brown. 9 seconds on the clock. He plays it up to Hargadine. Hargadine's got Weisner. He plays it over to Weisner, just out of his reach. Last attempt there of the game, and that'll do it. Mavs win it as they mob Max. Only 2 goals allowed by Stutzer in the first 3 games. 0.67 goals against average by Stutzer. Great start to the tournament for him. The Mavs start the tournament 3-0. That'll put them in the championship tomorrow. 9:45 back at the Centennial Complex just off the Vanderbilt campus tomorrow. Mavs will be in the championship tomorrow morning. After a 7-1, 7-0, 6-1 start to the tournament. 20 goals for, only 2 goals allowed by the Mavs. Great start to the tournament. That puts them in the driver's seat for the championship tomorrow. We'll wait to find out who the opponent is. Got the afternoon off. We'll see you back here at 9:45 tomorrow morning at Centennial for the championship game. Mavs against to be determined. See who the opponent is. 3-0 start for the Mavs. Great job, boys. We'll see you in the championship.